Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are on Thought for the Day, and I hope you'll enjoy this one. I'm in a different place. As you can see, this is not my study, this is the garage. Now, one of the things that really has been something I've considered through the years is the way that Paul in the Bible talks about imitating Christ. And then he says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. Be imitators of me, people, he says. And I used to think, goodness me, what arrogance. Not understanding, of course, that what he's saying is that I've learned some things in my life. The Holy Spirit has guided me and led me and created in me a new creation, which is something of joy and wonder, that I am indeed being formed in the image of Christ. Do you ever think of yourself like that, being formed in the image of Christ? Not that we're perfect, not by any means, but that we reflect something of Jesus Christ in the way we live, in the way we respond to situations and people. We show the world that we are indeed new creations in Him, and that we are worth imitating. Isn't that extraordinary? Worth imitating. And of course, we can only reflect something of who God is. We just give that impression, if you like, an impression of God, something that makes people think, yeah, I can begin to see something of the heart of God in that person. So what I want to do now is just to show you something that's happening in the garage. It's called a model railway. I'm struggling to get this into the right position, but there we go. It's a model railway. It's not a train set. It is something that depicts an area of England, Cornwall actually in this case. And so I've built this scenery, made it up to drop hints about what Cornwall is like. When you look at this, I hope that you begin to see Cornwall in it. It's not finished, but that sort of bright white bit on the ground there is actually the base for an engine shed, which I haven't built yet. But you can see that it is scenery, including a footpath there along the grass, through the grass there up to the bridge. And I've built this in order to make people who see it and myself satisfaction for myself, that it drops hints about Cornwall. It isn't Cornwall, it's not even a good model of Cornwall really, but it drops hints. You should be able to see something of Cornwall. If I go a bit closer here, maybe you can. And I think that's what Paul is saying to us. He's saying, be those who drop hints about God in the way you live. Be those sorts of people who, when others look at you, they think, Jesus Christ. It's definitely hinting at Jesus Christ. What a privilege, what an honour. Paul said, be imitators of me as I am of Christ. Let's follow his example.